A big support for me, especially at the time when I had nobody, to be honest, I still wasn't interested in converting to Islam at all. I just said, nice religion, but not for me. So, and so after I had my daughter, I started realizing, like, what am I going to teach my daughter? Like, what am I going to teach my daughter? Like, how am I going to grow my daughter up? I'm going to cry because it's emotional. So, anyway, and the guy, he never came back, like he did after I had my daughter, right? He wanted to, like, I had inquired about him to see her, but so I didn't really know how to, raise this beautiful baby that I had. So, and I remember back to how Celia was and how her parents raised her, and I just saw this, another way of living, right? Other than my way, which was basically just you live and you do whatever you like in this world. You want to do this, you go do it. There's no direction in life. So I decided to look more into Islam at that point on my own, So Celia now got pregnant and she started working at the masjid just not far from here. And I said, well, Celia, I'm going to pop over and, every day, because I was home with my daughter, and I said, let me just come over and, we'll talk about the Quran. I want to know more about it. It was hard. It was hard to find the concept of, what is God. And from these experiences that I had at the masjid, I came to realize that there was a God. And, one day I decided, to go to the mosque. My daughter was 6 months at this point, and I was there and I was in the room, and, I was serious. I really wanted to know about this religion before I converted, because I never was baptized before. I never had any, conversion to any religion. So I wanted to find out, really, was this for me, And from there, I was there one day, just, like every other day, just visiting her in the office and talking about Islam and God and who He was, and what Islam can offer me and my daughter. And so one day there was a funeral of a baby girl, and from there I just thought, life's so short, like you have to really make a decision about where you're going. So I converted that day. I accepted Islam, right, but I didn't know how to pray. I didn't even have Islamic clothes. I was going back home now to, my house. That was my mother. How was I going to explain that to my mother? And there wasn't a lot of support for the new Muslim, because I think, and it's not saying that Muslim people that are born in Islam don't care. I think they care a lot. It's just that maybe there's, not relating to the fact that, she looks like a Muslim. She's got hijab on. She must have a Muslim family. They assume. They don't know what you're going home to. My life is different because, well, I just think of one thing. Maybe this might be not the best thing to say, but health-wise, I'm so much more healthy. I used to smoke. I don't have to say that, but I used to smoke and I used to drink. I used to get sick to my stomach from drinking. I don't drink anymore. I haven't tasted a drop of alcohol. I haven't smoked. Alhamdulillah. It's just, how many times I tried to quit smoking. I smoked for 11 years, and I tried and I tried and tried and tried. I am a successful non-smoker right now, and I just owe that to God, because there's no way I could have done it, especially, with the support of the type of people I'm around, It's your environment, My environment is so much more healthy. I have direction in my life. I have more spirituality in my life. I feel that I know why I'm here. I wake up in the morning and it makes sense. I actually know why I'm here on Earth. Before, it's you're just here and you're what are you doing here? I used to have conversations with my friends, my non-Muslim friends, and say, we would come up with ideas why we're here, but now I know. That gives you direction. That gives you a lot of confidence, right? That you're not alone. And so I'm better spiritually, mentally, emotionally. My daughter, you know, I see a future that is with God in her life, not like how I grew up. And that entails many, many positive things. You know, I always dream, like, you know, she's going to grow up and she's going to be better than me, you know, like much better. You know, she won't go through all the things that I went through because she's going to be protected by Islam. You know, like drinking won't be in her life. Having boyfriends, maybe having children without someone there with her, you know, like what I went through. You know, I want her to know the value of herself, and I think she will. Islam will teach her the value of who she is.